Good morning. My name's Louise. I'm the editor for the best-selling book, Drone Professional 1. This came out beginning of the year. It's available on Amazon. It presents current thinking on the drone industry and drone technology. It contains chapters from 16 different professional experts from around the world, covering issues along the lines of how to use drones in a more professional context, the current thinking, and as I said, the best practice. And we're covering subjects broadly across a large number of issues, including using them in agriculture for conservation, how to get the right data, using them for power line inspections, as well as using or designing drones for anti-poaching, designing software, and other aspects like good governance and insurance. I have got one of those experts with me today from France, Benoit, who works for SNCF, the National Railway. And yeah, hi Benoit.
Hi, Louise.
Thanks for joining me today. Yeah, let's go into this, and I'll ask you the question. But what do you do?
Oh, so I work for the French railway company, as you said. The most French railway in France is SNCF. I work with the French for the insurance department, and so I've been working there for 20 years, and I'm specialized in insurance.
Okay. How did you, what attracted you to the drone industry?
Oh, it's been a long time. I'm interested in drones, mainly in drone insurance. Just at the beginning, it was in 2012. 3 persons who were just trying a project in the company came to my office to have some help to insure 3 drones, just 3 drones out the outset. And I didn't know anything about drones and about the regulations and anything else. But it was a sort of challenge, and so I've worked a lot to understand how it works, what is a drone, and what it needs, and so after a long time to learn by myself, I found some solution on the insurance market, and 2 years ago I was graduated in a famous law school in France, and I made a thesis on drone and insurance, just because it was interesting, of course, but just also because the group at the beginning, who was 3 persons, is now a beautiful success story. It's one of the subsidiary of our group, SNCF, and they do a really good job here in France. They created their subsidiary in 2017, and now is so the best of the drone market in France. So they, of course, they use drone, but they're taking data and working a lot with data.
Okay.
And so my job consists in helping them to their development, because they increase a lot every year.
Okay. Oh, cool. Right. I mean, you cover the issue of insurance in Drone Professional 1. What are the key sort of points that you make about drone insurance?
the main topic is when you use drones, you have to take care of with your liability.
Okay.
And I met a lot of dronists, a lot of CEO who didn't care about this, and it's really tough because they're focused on technology. That's normal, but they forget the regulations, they forget their liability, and it's really dangerous. So that's why I wrote this article, just to remember them that they have to be cautious with this. You understand?
Yes. Yes, very much. Well, I think there is a risk with using drones. You know, the manufacturers will tell you that these things are, you know, they're okay to go, so to speak, but there is a risk, and you need to manage that risk. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. In France, is it a legal requirement for operators to use insurance?
Yeah, but
okay.
Mainly in Europe. So, but not everywhere in the world. And as you know, now the job is international, and you have to manage this risk, even if you go to work in a foreign country.
Yes.
Mainly if you want to settle in USA, for example.
Mm.
So it's important to manage your risk and to think about your insurance program.
Definitely, yes. Here in South Africa, you have to have at least third-party insurance.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's important. It is also important because here you are directly responsible. You know, the statute liability.
Yeah.
So the buck stops with you.
You have got the regulations, but the regulation is not so clear. It depends where you live. In France, it's not really clear, but it depends how you understand the text. But
yes.
Mainly, that means you have to insure your job, your drones, and if you don't, you can have a lot of problems. That means serious problems, with fines, with
Yes.
maybe jail. Why not? It depends where you are.
Okay, well that is pretty serious.
Yeah.
Having some jail time. Yeah. Okay. What are your sort of thoughts today, you know, in terms of the value of, or how the drone industry may change as a consequence of COVID-19, especially from an insurance perspective?
Just let me know one example. Here I've heard about what we call a call for tenders. That's good for you, yeah?
Yes. Yes.
The French government, wants to buy about 4 million of drone in the next weeks. I don't know when really, but that means they want to buy about 600 drones just for observation. That means technology is going to improve and to help in such a situation. I think it's just the beginning now. That means because of the containment, we can improve our life thanks to technology, and drone is one of these help we can have.
Okay.
So I think, but not only for safety, I think it's going to be developed and in deliveries too, for medicines, for maybe why not food. But I think we are just at the beginning.
Okay. Yes, I think so too. I think it's going to be interesting to see what comes out of this in terms of
Yeah.
the value of drone for this. Okay, if you know, were there any other things out of your chapter that you think are particularly important for today?
No, we have to cope with the situation, but I think we are going to manage. And a drone is just one way to cope, but I imagine a new life after this situation with drone everywhere, and I think it's not a dream. I think it's just the new way of life, and we have to be helped with technology. And so person who manage to use this technology are on the wave, you know.
Yes. Yes.
But it's a small wave to me at the moment. It's going to be a big wave in a few weeks. I hope so.
I do too. I agree with you. Technology has a role to play here.
Yeah, and it can be a solution for you to write a book after this crisis, to compute where drone were using and how they have been using, and it can be an interesting item, I think.
No, thank you. Yes, I have been thinking it would be quite useful and interesting to pull together the examples where they have been used, and to get people to and ask people for their views on what worked, what didn't work, and what can work. So I agree. Yeah, it'd be a good one to do.
And what can be the forecast before, after? Sorry, what can be the forecast with the situation? And I think it will be interesting to know how the drone industry increase at the moment, and I think we will have some surprise.
I think so. But again, like it is always said, you know, the regulations are causing bottlenecks, I suppose. You know, like I've seen various reports of people wishing that the regulations were relaxed during this time. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how changes will come about to encourage the use of drones, but equally to enable their use of drones safely and within the regulations. So we will see. There's going to be some really interesting levels of discussions from different parties after this.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to play a role and help with public safety. You know, I think that is a really good cause. But yeah, cool. Okay. If someone wanted to get hold of you and find out more from you, how would they do that? What would be the best way?
the best way is to go on LinkedIn, and to write my name, Benoit Lebert, and I will be really enjoyed to chat with them.
Okay, great. I will add that link to the messages underneath and make sure that people can do that. That's cool. Any other thoughts to share?
No.
Not at the moment. No, fair enough. Okay, well, I will just wrap up then. But thank you very much. Really great to chat to you, and thanks for joining us from France. And yeah, so thank you everybody for watching. There are some more videos with the authors to come up, but Drone Professional 1 is available on Kindle and in paperback format from Amazon. It is a really interesting read with all these different professional applications and professional points of discussion. I will put the links in as well underneath the video post. But thank you very much again. Look after yourselves, keep well and keep safe. Thank you.
Keep safe.